Well, first priority on offense is to not give up the ball. And we gave it up way too many times. One is too many. It doesn't matter how many you get on defense. When you turn it over on offense, your chances of winning are very slim. And that was very disappointing. And that's something we've been doing a good job of up until tonight. I'm sorry, again? I'll tell you what, he's been a warrior for us all training camp. I like what he brings to the table. You know, he's a guy that can handle the line of scrimmage, which is very important for us. Obviously, for us to be able to run the ball the way we want to run the ball, having our tight ends be those kind of guys is very important for us. And I thought tonight they did a really good job.
David, was it you that got to tell Justin Reed he was going to get the chance to handle kickoffs tonight?
Well, yeah, I did. But he has been all training camp. Ever since I've been here, even back during OTAs, he talked about wanting to kick. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something from Stanford or whatever it was. But he has this thing about wanting to kick. Yeah, and he kicked tonight. And had we got in a situation later in the ball game, if we got to the plus 24-yard line, he was going to kick a field goal. That was his distance. He was going to kick a field goal. And he was excited about that. Unfortunately, we didn't get down there when we needed to get down there late in the game.
Was he campaigning for it on that fourth down that Davis hit a touchdown?
No, he wasn't campaigning for it because he knew that we were going to go for two in that situation. We told him he's not there for PATs. He's there for field goals.
Players, do you have an update on Lonnie Johnson, like he didn't play, Eric Murray, and also
Zach?
Yeah.
You know, Zach was personal reasons. Lonnie and Eric had a little tweak. We didn't want to take a chance on them getting a pull or anything. I think if we were playing a regular season game, they would have been able to play.
What do you think about David Johnson ran the football? Some of his best performance so far?
Well, he did a nice job. Not just he, but our offensive line tonight, especially against their group in the whole first half, did a nice job of us wanting to run the ball, and which when we went into the game wanting to do that, made an emphasis of wanting to do that, and they did a nice job of doing that, and he was a big part of that, and it was good to see him get those opportunities because we allowed our backs, we wanted to give them some opportunities, some carries in this game, and we were able to do that, and obviously you saw that what they're capable of doing.
David, you saw that second drive, I think it was the second drive, it took almost 10 minutes off the clock. Is that the kind of drive you want out of this run?
Well, I want that kind of drive, but we got to finish it. We have not been able to finish that, and we got to finish that. We got down there. I think that time was we ended up having a pre-snap penalty, which put us we were in a second and normal, and then we got put into a second and long, which was a big difference for us. And you can't have those down there. You can't have those. And then we end up going 4 downs and not being able to get in.
Trevor would have kicked in that situation.
Oh, no, most definitely, yes.
Tonight in terms of not being able to protect the ball on offense?
I have to look at the video on that, but I'll tell you what, the most part of that is they did a good job of stripping. Now, I think the one that Tyrod had, he was trying to make a play, and he was trying to get down, and the guy came and he ended up taking the ball from him. No excuse for that. But, I mean, they did a good job of that just like we do, and it happens. But when that happens, though, your chance of having a chance to win a game goes way down, and we understand that.
You had said before the game that you intended for the first string offense to go into the third quarter, and it looked like Tyrod didn't come back after that. Was that?
Well, it wasn't the first string so much as the first group that we had, and that being is we had a count for him because he hadn't had as many plays to that point. Once he got to that pitch count that he had, it happened to be during that third series, and we were going to play Davis whenever that pitch count came, and that pitch count came in the second quarter.
You mentioned before that in Buffalo you noticed that they did a good job throwing downfield with Tyrod. I know it's a preseason. Is there more downfield stuff that y'all just haven't shown yet of explosiveness in this offense?
Oh, it's there, man. I think tonight was the thing going into the game tonight is that we told our up front people we want to establish a run. We want to be able to consistently establish the run, and we did that tonight. We did that for a whole half, and that was the thing. Now we have to throw the ball better than what we threw the ball tonight. But the emphasis tonight was to be able to consistently Consistently run the ball against a very good up front.
Is that just that's Tom Brady, kind of the way he
Excuse me?
it's Brady, that's going to happen?
Well, it doesn't matter who's back there, but when you get them backed up the way we had them backed up, you expect to get the other team off the field, and we weren't able to do that. But it happens in this league.
What about how you guys handle pressure? That was an issue coming into the game that you talked about, handling blitzes.
Tonight was much better. Was much better. Late in the game, they got us a couple of times on a couple of things, but they knew we was getting ready to throw the ball. They brought some pressure. Todd Bowles is known to be able to do that. He knew he had a rookie back there, and we knew it was going to come. And I thought they did a good job, much better job than we did the last ball game.
David, did Naomi suffer an injury in practice game?
No, it happened. It happened in warm up. It happened in warm ups.
Is that right?
Yes.
Any concerns about game one?
No concerns at all. Again, as I said with Lonnie and Eric, if we had to play if this was a regular season game, they would have played tonight.
Let's go a couple more. David Johnson had quite a few carries tonight. You didn't have any last game. Were you just trying to kind of keep the workload pretty even for all those backs?
To balance it out, to get a good evaluation of all of them, because he hadn't had that. David's very, very good out of the backfield. He's proven that through his career. He's also been very good with the ball in his hand. Going up to this ball game, he had not had the ball in his hands that much, and we made an effort to make sure that happened tonight.
Well, what did you think about the way Buddy Howard ran the ball against you?
Buddy's been that way all training camp. He's hard-nosed. He's tough. All our backs are that way, But that's what he does best. He's a very physical runner, and when he gets going downfield and our up front people gets him to the line of scrimmage, it's always a positive play for us. And he breaks a bunch of tackles.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
For sure, turning the ball over is definitely not a recipe for winning in this league, and that starts at the quarterback position. We could be better. I can be better first and foremost, and we could be better as a unit. But I also think we did some good things out there. We just shot ourselves in the foot and didn't give ourselves the best opportunity to be successful in this game with the turnovers. It's always tough to overcome those. Yeah, long drives. I mean, obviously we were without a kicker tonight. Hopefully he gets healthy for week 1. But yeah, we moved the ball down the field, and there was some things I think that we done throughout different drives that were definitely good. Blitz pickup, some of the stuff that kind of shot us in the foot last week. But at the end of the day, it's about executing as a whole and not just one part of the puzzle. No. He done a great job. I was actually surprised. I know it's crazy. We had this talk walking to practice. Might have been like 2 weeks ago. He was telling me how he played soccer growing up. So to know that background was just, I mean, that was dope to see him go out there and do that. He never did an NFL game, obviously, unless I don't know that. But he did a great job.
How do you feel about the offense in general going into the regular season?
I think we've progressed each day. I mean, obviously, preseason games are always tough to judge because you don't have your full group out there for every game and for every rep. You have to take into consideration the practices that we get, the game-like atmospheres that we have in practice as well as the game. So I think that we've progressed. I mean, obviously, from a fan standpoint, they've only seen us 3 times in the month that we've been practicing, but I think that we've taken great strides. It's just about us putting everything into one and going out and executing when September 12th comes around.
I think it was the second drive, but you were out there for almost 10 minutes with 18 plays. What is a drive like that? How does that influence how you play off of that game? How important is that?
It's very big to be able to sustain drives in this league. Time of possession is definitely big, but more importantly, you want to come away with points. I think we were physical. We showed our physicality throughout that drive, and we showed execution throughout that drive and hit some big plays. But like I said, you want to come away with points. We had an opportunity at the end, didn't do so. Something to clean up and something to be better at moving forward.
What did you think of David Johnson over at football?
He done a great job tonight. I mean, he's done a great job all camp, but it was good to see him. And I told him on the sideline, it was good to see him make some of those plays from the running back position, not necessarily in the passing game, but in the running game as well, too. All our backs done a great job tonight, and we're going to need them. It's going to be a vital part of our offense moving forward.
Is there still more kind of regular season pushing the ball downfield and passing games?
Yeah, that'll come. That'll come. Each week is going to be different. What you have to do to win games. Obviously, you want to push the ball down the field. But yeah, that'll come. Like I said, you have to take into consideration the practices and games as well too. But yeah, it'll come, and I think that's definitely something that we will be very good at. Just a matter of time when it happens.
In terms of the preseason to perspective, how do you kind of chalk up tonight balance with some of the other games?
First and foremost, say just proud of the guys and the way they competed throughout training camp. Practices, games, scrimmage. It was just great to see the guys come out and compete. Of course, this is new faces for a lot of guys. Our first time playing home tonight. A lot of guys were pumped up for that. Obviously, it wasn't the outcome that we wanted, but just to see the guys go out and compete day in and day out was definitely something that was refreshing, and it was something to be proud about. 2-1 in the preseason. No, it doesn't count on the record per se, but it was good for us to start off on the right foot as a team that's kind of put together from different places. Of course, we didn't finish the preseason like we wanted to, but I think it was a lot to take away. A lot of good to take away from those 3 games that we had. Obviously, some stuff to clean up, and we'll do that, and we've continued to do that throughout the preseason. But now our focus is Jacksonville, week 1. Get everybody healthy. Have a good week of practice this upcoming week, and then a prep week. So yeah, just one day at a time. But more importantly, like I said, I'm proud of the guys. Came out and competed their butts off each and every day. Nobody complained. Nobody had their head down, moping around. They looked it right in the face, training camp, and pressed forward each and every day.
Last two. You talked earlier about your role in the running game and how to play off of that.
Oh, for sure. Especially teams that play certain coverages allow you to do that. Sometimes they'll spy you, sometimes they won't. But having those quarterback scrambles and those extended plays definitely keep a defense on their toes. And you have to make them play all 11 guys, and that's part of our offense. That's what we're going to do from the quarterback position. TK has a comfort level with that as well as I do, and it'll definitely be part of our offense.
Last one.
It seems like, stretching you both ways and let you kind of pull out the pocket a bit seems to be part of this offense too. I mean, on the fumble there, could you take us through the correction you made on that?
Yeah. I mean, whenever you move the pocket, definitely got to have two hands on the ball. Guy came around from the back, poked it out. Great play by him. But for me, more on the careless side, I could be better at that. And of course, on third downs, you definitely want to see the chains move. Thought I had an opportunity to pull it down and continue to extend the play. But he made a great play. I'll be better.
Thanks, everyone.
God bless.
I had the time of my life. I've been looking forward to this moment for so long. I can't tell you how excited I was when the coaches said, "You're up this game." I was like, "Really? I get one?" They said, "No, you're up the whole game." So I was like, I was so excited to be out there, man. It was a dream come true.
David Culley said if y'all got to, I think he said plus 24, he would have tried you on a field goal. What would you have thought about that?
Man, that would have been incredible. I was ready the whole game. I don't know if you catch me on the sideline. I had my helmet strapped every time we were down there. See if I'll get to go out there. He said at the end of the game we'd have the opportunity, but we didn't have the chance. But something to look forward to for next time, whenever that be, maybe next preseason.
Were you campaigning a couple times on the fourth down? Were you campaigning?
Absolutely. But this would be good practice for the offense to go out and get their work in too. I won't actually be doing that in the regular season. We got a much better kicker in Kaimi Fairborn. But it was a fun experience for me to go out and do it.
You made a lot of plays.
Yeah, I grew up. I was a kicker in high school. I was an emergency kicker in college. Never got to trot out on the field to do it. And I've been an emergency kicker here. Just never needed me yet.
What is this enthusiasm? So is that where the enthusiasm comes from? Because you made a lot of plays at safety throughout this league so far. So
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. I made some plays at safety, but as much as I've been excited to actually kick the ball, this is going to go down as one of my favorite moments. Absolutely, man. To actually go out there and do it. I was talking to some of the other players. They said, yeah, our coach was like, nah, scoot him up. And I kicked the first one deep, and they're like, all right, can this guy kick? And then I kicked the second one, and they're like, all right, treat him like a kicker, back up. So it was fun to go out there and be involved. Just wish I could have the third one back.
I was going to say, you're not going out.
Yeah, I was too excited, man. I bet the guys I would beat them down the field, you know what I mean? And then I was running before I kicked it, so always got to stay on the fundamentals, keep your head down when you make contact with the ball.
Were you remotely nervous on the first one?
I was excited. I was so excited. I wasn't nervous at all. I was so excited. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
I saw you talking to a Tampa player before you picked it up, thinking of the last one.
Oh, yeah, we're just talking noise to each other. He was like, I bet you can't kick out the end zone. I was like, I don't want to. I want to come down there and tackle. So we were just out there having good fun. Me and the referees having good fun, too. They said that's the most fun they've ever had in a preseason game, just watching me go kick. Yeah.
Does this fulfill the kicking itch, or do you want this more?
Probably not. But you know what I mean? But I'm very happy being a safety. I'm very happy. I know what I'm best at. But anytime, preseason game or anything like that, if the opportunity ever presents itself, hey, might give opposing teams something to think about, to have an actual safety going and kicking down the field. So, whatever the situation is called for, I'll be ready for it.
In an emergency
Defense
situation.
tonight, y'all made some plays, got some turnovers, also gave up some plays.
Yeah, Tom Brady went out there and did Tom Brady things. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. We started out fast on the first series, and in those next two series, he came and tempoed us and made some plays. So I think I couldn't ask for a better competitor to go against for the last preseason game to give us film on what we can tighten up and get ready for week one with. And you couldn't ask a better quarterback to go against and do that.
When did you start campaigning? I mean, in general, David Culley said since OCAs you've been talking about this. I mean,
Yeah, every special teams coach that ever comes through, I try and put a bug in there. Even the last 2 weeks in the preseason game, I was like, Coach, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'll go kick on the side and the net and everything. So hoping that one day they let me do it, and they did. So I have a whole lot of gratitude to them for letting me do that.
Justin, how much did the absence of Lonnie Johnson and Eric Murray actually affect the defense tonight?
I'll tell you what, it was a great opportunity for guys to get reps in their place. You know what I mean? I'd love to have those guys on the field. They're my two partners in crime. But TB stepped up. You know, Jay Owens came in after that. So that's valuable work that those guys wouldn't otherwise get. So that's an opportunity for them to come up and be with the first round in the first team and make some plays and be able to feel that in the first defense. So that's just, you couldn't ask for experience like that for those guys.
We soccer started that you aspire to, so when you took your soccer staff, but which one that you aspire to be a soccer player?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Which one of the soccer star players would you aspire to if that was going to be your lot in life?
Man, when I was growing up as a kid, I used to watch Didier Drogba, I watched Wayne Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. I was really into soccer growing up. I didn't start playing football as my main sport. I played in middle school, but it was still soccer first, and then in high school, I transferred over and played football full time because I found out I was halfway decent at it, and then was able to go to school that way.
Justin, what do you think about the turnovers this defense is now getting? You got 3 more again today.
Yeah, I think that's 10 for the preseason in 3 games. I think that's awesome. I mean, you could just see what Coach Lovie Smith is preaching in the meetings about getting to the ball, being aggressive, finding ways to get to the ball. Everything is about the ball. You know what I mean? And it's coming out on the tape, so we got to take that with us into the regular season and continue to force turnovers to help our team win games.
Last two. Guys like Taylor.
Yeah, man, those guys are going to work, man. I love it. I'm such a huge fan like that. We'll be in the drive, and you'll see all 4 linemen come out and a fresh 4 come in, and then they're just going out there and eating, man. I love to see it because when you have guys creating pressure on the quarterback like that, it just makes the defense work. Football starts up front in the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? So I've had D-lines that were creating pressure. I had D-lines that weren't. And these guys are doing a hell of a job up front to create pressure on the quarterback that will allow us opportunities in the back end to make plays, but also us holding them off will let those guys get home too and get some of the strip sacks that you saw tonight.
Last one. Where do you feel like you and the whole defense are right now, just as far as coming from last year to where you are now?
I've seen a lot of growth. I've seen there's a buzz in the locker room. There's a buzz on the defensive side of the ball. That's just excitement to go out there and play. It doesn't matter what the situation is or anything like that, guys. We're excited to go out and just play football. It's like it's just a love for the game, a passion for the game that you see coming out, and it's just exciting to be a part of it. Like, I love this system. It's aggressive. It lets us make plays. It lets us make calls. So I'm having a ton of fun out there, having a blast just going out and playing football.
Last one, Brooks. Offense goes out there, 10-minute drive. What does that do for a defense?
Yeah, it lets us catch our breath, first of all, you know what I mean? So they did an awesome job. Running the ball today, offense did a spectacular job. You know, we have some things to clean up and punching in the red zone, but they want to get that back. This is preseason. Everything was very vanilla. So whenever we get some game plan in, that'll do well for them too.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate you guys.
You guys allowed you to get some football. Everybody obviously produces turnovers. What does this do you guys allow you to
Just give you more emphasis on the game of going and taking the ball away. I feel like some guys get, so caught up in the game that they forget that it's all about the ball. And that's just something he's been honing in on ever since we got here day one. And you got a lot of guys out there just hungry and just love to play the game, and they're going out there trying to take the ball away. So it's been good. It's been helping.
You guys do in practice that is different from other teams you've been a part of in regards to kind of emphasizing turnovers?
I feel like every team is going to want to get turnovers, especially, defense for sure. But just going out there and kind of just trying to get as many strip attempts as we can, it's interceptions, just turnovers in general. And it's really been getting detailed a lot throughout training camp, so it's been working for us pretty well.
Do you guys chart your strip attempts or anything like that? Is there somewhere you guys practice
We just have a basic competition. You got guys out there just want to get the most points and most strips and stuff like that. So it's been a good competition. It's been good.
Is it different in the final preseason game? Guys trying to make the team. Everybody out there is not going to make the team.
Yeah.
Is there a little bit more sense of urgency when you go to the last preseason game and trying to make an impression?
I can only speak for myself. For me, this is my 8th year, so I go in with the approach that I'm a rookie every single year, and I just love the game of football. So every time I step on the field, it's the same intensity for me. I don't know if it's gonna be my last game or not, so I'm trying to, I feel like my grandma always says there's always gonna be new people watching you play football, and what impression do you want to leave? So every time I step on the field, I'm trying to make people see that, oh, he's a really good player, or he's doing this and that. So that's just my approach every time with it.
Describe what you saw, what you did on your favorite plays, what you made.
Just playing football, man. Just trying to be instinctive out there and just trying to just be around the ball as much as I can. But like I said, I just love the game, so I'm going out there with a high energy and just wanting to fly around and be all over the field.
What did you learn anything about the defensive unit today between the turnovers and also giving up a few plays with Tom Brady out there? Was there anything kind of game from about y'all's own defensive unit?
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be mistakes in the game. If you don't make any, nobody's going to win. You feel me? So you just take that and you go back to the drawing board and make sure just go out there and correct all the mistakes and just learn from them. That's really what football is about, and just getting better each week, each day, and that's about it.
With that being Tom Brady, is there something about that just because,
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Tom's stature as a quarterback, is there something?
Yeah. I got to play with Tom in New England for a couple of years, so I got to practice against him. And man, he's an awesome guy, very down to earth. We talk a lot about just our families and stuff like that. But Tom he's a great player. I mean, everybody sees it. He can pick you apart at any time. He's been around the game forever, and it's great to go against him. I wish I could go against him all the time because you want to go against the best. You want to prove yourself, and Tom's a great guy to do that against.
This team has a lot of veterans on one-year contracts and not a lot of young players.
Yeah.
Does the locker room feel different than other teams you've been on? Is there a different atmosphere?
No, I mean, it makes the competition high. Everybody wants to go out there and do their best. But for me, I mean, I really don't worry about contracts. You just give me the opportunity to be on the field and snap the ball, and that's all I need. Solid. Thank you. Y'all have a good night now.
You know, we got a lot of fight in us. You know, obviously we're not where we want to be exactly. We still got some stuff to clean up. We got hit on some plays that we wish we could have back. But, you know, it's preseason. It's meant to clean up everything and kind of, like you said, see where we're at as a defense. But I think, you know, we're moving forward. We got some great players. And, you know, we get ready for week 1.
What is it like being the Mike linebacker when Tom Brady's out there just kind of surgical, or like he was early on in the game? What's it like trying to respond to that?
You know, just keep yourself calm, collected, keep the guys calm. You know, you never want to, you know, get too high, get too low. So, you know, just being the mic, just want to make sure, you know, guys stay in it, stay focused and not get out of whack. So, you know, when you, like you said, when Tom Brady, you know, he's in his groove, you know, we just got to keep trusting the play call and then just, you know, keep playing and then, you know, find a way.
With some of that, those couple of drives, I think there, what improvements from like the passing game there and coverage just that y'all saw through that you built on?
You know, when you're going against a quarterback like Tom, who, you know, he's seen it all, you know, make sure we're not, you know, showing him the coverage, you know, pre-snap. So, like I said, he's seen just about everything, so he knows the holes, you know, where guys is going to be open. So we just got to do a better job of doing that, making it, you know, hard on a quarterback of that caliber, and, you know, just making plays on the ball.
Are there moments on the field where you look at him and you're like, oh, he sees what I'm trying to do, like, he sees the recognition?
Yeah, it's times where it's like, you know, like I said, he's seen just about, you know, everything, you know, for as long as he's been playing at a high caliber. You know, it's if you just line up and play a coverage, you're going to shred you apart. So on our part, we just got to make sure we move around and just, you know, disguise and make it tough for him. And when the ball is in the air, you just got to compete.
Christian Justin said he thought it was really important to go against a guy like Tom Brady because it kind of tells you where your defense is.
Yeah.
As he puts what you need to tighten up on.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
He's absolutely right. You're going against the best of the best. You know, we all know when it's all said and done, you know, he arguably may be the best quarterback to ever play. So when you can go up against a challenge and, you know, see the things that you need to fine-tune, it's really great for us. You know, it's not too many quarterbacks like Tom Brady that's, you know, been where he's been and made the plays he's made. So when you're going against somebody of that high level, you can just tell, like, you know, where you need to be as a defense. So Justin is completely right on that statement that he made, and it was a good test for us today.
What is it like to watch what Lovie Smith's been preaching from day one about takeaways,
Yeah.
seeing it come to fruition?
You know, you know, he's speaking into existence, and that's something that Lovie has been preaching to us since day one. Is, you know, go after the ball. You know, our number one goal on defense is to score, and in order to score, you got to take the ball away. So, you know, we're practicing it, and, you know, we're miles away from where we want to be, but it's a good start, and it's a good feeling going into the season. Oh man, you know, I was so happy to see Camus go out there and play very well. He's been working his butt off this whole time in training camp, even in, you know, the off season, just doing workouts with him. You know, he's the type of guy that, you know, what happened today, you know, he definitely deserves it. He puts the work in. He don't complain about anything, and, you know, he just gets better and better. So I was just, you know, so happy and proud of him, and glad that he enjoyed that moment.
Let's do two more. Playing for different teams, different schemes. How would you describe what Lovie wants out of you, demands out of you as a linebacker in your relationship with the rest?
He wanted the linebacker position, obviously, to be the alpha males out there, take control, show your athleticism, and he want all the weight on the linebacker shoulder. You know, we want the D-line to just go for it, penetrate. We want the DBs to, you know, make plays on the ball. And when it comes to the thinking part of it, he wants to put it on the linebackers. And, you know, we take great pride into, you know, being in that position and understanding that Lovie wants everything to go through the linebackers, the communication part, you know, getting guys lined up. So we take that challenge and, you know, we go full force with it. And like I said, it shows your athleticism too, you know, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or running back, you know, he won't two linebackers out there making plays and running around. So it's a good defense for, guys that's, like a Kamu, myself, Tay Davis, other guys in that room, who can run around, make plays and think, but at the same time not overthink. So it's a good defense for us, and I'm enjoying it.
Last one. You mentioned the D-line while you were asking answering coach's question. What can you say about the effort of the defensive linemen throughout camp and throughout the first
Yeah, man, they've been grinding, and it goes to show you how deep they are. You can just plug any guy in there, and you still have the same speed, the same momentum, and you're not missing a beat, you're not missing a step. So I'm proud to see that group climb that ladder and go out there and perform how they're performing. So it gets me excited whenever you see a D-line in front of you that's making it a lot easier for us linebackers.
That's what I was just going to follow up with.
Yeah.
They do a good job with the linebackers.
I mean, shoot, sometimes they have to play before me. So, if they're making the play, that's I tip my hat off to them, and that, like I said, they make our job easier to where, we're not telling them a lot to do because they already know what to do. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, they're keeping the alignment off of us, and playing gap sound defense, and it just make everybody's job easier when everybody's doing their job.
Last one, Brooks. Good. All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right, appreciate y'all.